Welcome back to St Lucia, and it's the final round of Group A games. Coming up on the show, we have a huge clash between England and West Indies, both teams wrestling for that top spot. And we also have action from South Africa taking on Bangladesh. Qualification comes into play there, so both teams desperate for a win. We'll also be previewing the semi-finals. So much to come from Antigua. I'm Ebony Rainford Brent, and this is the ICC Digital Daily Show.
Watch this.
So the final day of fixtures here in St Lucia, and the huge match on the cards. England taking on West Indies. Both teams looking to top the table, coming in off some good form, especially West Indies at that stage, who were unbeaten. Also, don't forget the crowd have been heaving here, and they turned up in full force to support their side. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Two semi-finalists from Group A will battle it out on the last day of group matches for the World T20 2018. Nice use of the feet, but it's in the air and caught. It's gone up in the air again. Another opportunity for the West Indies. This time around, the captain takes it.
Gone! And that's the other aspect of this West Indies team. Superb, given the width and dealt with. Chipped again, and this time taken. Would have been wide. Oh, what a grab that is. England would have been nowhere if it wasn't for the partnership between Sophia Dunkley and Anya Shrubsole.
That's what she does best. Another wicket for Shrubsole. Well, you could do that. That's one way to combat some brilliant bowling.
Oh, that's maximum. That is all the way.
Top edge from Dottin. And take it. She's gone big. She's gone straight.
There it is. Garcia Knight finishes it with a boundary, and the West Indies top the group and will play against Australia in the semi-final.
Two huge features from today's game. First of all, the West Indies fielding has been electric throughout the tournament. They continue to impress. They are the quickest across the ground by miles. And another for them is the form of Deandra Dottin. She scored 46 runs, hitting 4 big sixes, and also her bowling 2 wickets for just 13 runs. We got a chance to catch up with her and Heather Knight in the press conference.
Your batting as a side, and you personally, the last couple of matches has been quite a sight to behold, particularly compared to the way some of the other teams have batted on this St Lucia pitch. What do you think is different about the way you've approached batting out there?
Well, I think I was quite sensible about it, you know, more responsible and smart. I think that's what made the difference. Our feeling, we've been working very hard on our feeling, on basic stuff and certain stuff, so I think it's pretty strong at the moment.
Yeah, it was a great game of cricket, wasn't it? I thought the fight we showed to stay in that game, to obviously get to a total that was defendable, and the fight we showed out there to obviously get it close was brilliant. In terms of where it went wrong, I guess ideally you want one of the top 5 to be there in the last sort of 2 or 3 overs. That's where you're going to sort of push it forward and get those really big scores. And the fielding, I think, a little bit more composure potentially would have got us over the line, but to stay in a game like that, under that sort of pressure, the crowd and the support for the West Indies was really pleasing. Well, I think, ask any of the people that have come tonight in terms of how much they've enjoyed themselves. I think it's been so busy because sort of words got around, and all the staff at our hotel have been asking for tickets and saying they've really enjoyed watching the women play. So yeah, hopefully it'll be the same in Antigua. Hopefully the word will get around and there'll be a few in hopefully for those 2 semis.
The second match taking place today was South Africa taking on Bangladesh. Now, this match wasn't just for pride. For South Africa, they wanted to make sure they got automatic qualification for the next World T20 in Australia. And for Bangladesh, a big win could have seen them possibly pip and get that automatic qualification themselves. So a lot to play for. Let's look at the highlights.
The last match of the preliminary phase, it's match number 20 in Group A between South Africa and Bangladesh.
That is one of her favourite shots. It could get her partner into trouble, though, with the run-out.
Well, that one's gone straight up in the air and straight down the throat.
Oh, lovely, lovely, quicker, and an excellent length.
All gone. Full and straight, and just in a second delivery. Oh, nicely hit. There's no sweeper out there. That was nicely struck. Another hard sweep shot. She got her first boundary with a big sweep.
Vast improvement there. But this is the problem. They keep losing wickets. Out. Wicket number 3 for the captain. Bangladesh, they have a real opportunity here to get that target score of 110.
Big appeal for LBW. A long one, and enough to get the finger up from the umpire.
All gone. Quicker the change to loose. First delivery, a skiddy leg break. Different type of leg break from Van Neerkerk.
That's gone into the gap. And 4. First boundary of their innings in the 8th over, 22 for 2.
Front of the hand as well. Big appeal given. And Van Neerkerk has South Africa's 3rd wicket. Hitting hard, but not on that occasion. Hitting it straight up in the air. Daniels takes the catch.
Group B has been completed. South Africa will move into 3rd position above Sri Lanka. Bangladesh will end bottom of the table.
We've had some amazing performances in the final round of group games here in St Lucia. Let's take a look at how those performances have affected the ICC Dream11. So the top 5 as they stand. Anya Shrubsole, amazing with the ball, but also got a chance to come in at the back of the order and hit some vital runs for England. Deandra Dottin continues to impress. All-round performance, 2 wickets and 46 runs. Charmaine Campbell, she helped West Indies cross that line. One of the most valuable players and performances for them today. Shakira Selman, she has stood out as a lead opening bowler and continues to be economical. And finally, Sophia Dunkley, her performance for England helped give them a total to chase. For a debutant in this tournament, she is looking good as well. So make sure you keep checking these players out as they progress through the tournament. Remember, you can get involved, so take part at icc.dream11.com. Well, that's it here from St Lucia. There's been so much action and the semi-finalists are now decided. West Indies are taking on Australia in the first game. This is a repeat of the T20 final from 2016. Of course, West Indies are the current hosts and champions. Australia will be desperate to wrestle that trophy back. So that is going to be a huge clash. The second match sees England taking on India. Now, don't forget, that was the 50-over final. So both teams know the challenge that each present. India are on fire at the moment. They are looking very good. England just feeling their way into the tournament. So another big clash on the cards. Well, we've had a great time here in St Lucia. Myself and Mel will be with you in Antigua for more action. And, well, it's got to be a farewell from the Darren Sammy Stadium. No better person to hear it from than Darren Sammy himself.
In one word, I would just say amazing. You know, just seeing the St Lucian public coming out to support not only West Indies women's cricket team, but just the ICC Women's World T20 on the whole. You know, we've put in a lot of work, you know, asking them to come out and support, and they did really come out and watch this. You know, so it's over now to Antigua. I hope they were watching. Now they got to match this, you know, and West Indies women, I back to defend their title, and I believe they will do that. The atmosphere from Wednesday night has been tremendous. You know, I cannot remember the last time, you know, the Darren Sammy cricket ground was packed like this. This goes way beyond just this tournament. You know, to witness the women's game, you know, in St Lucia, you know, and it will send a strong message to all the young girls out here in St Lucia that, you know, if you aspire to be a cricketer, you could excel, you know, to play in front of a full house. You know, I think that will make, help grow the sport, and in return we will find more girls playing cricket in the Caribbean, because to me this has been a success. You know, I know West Indies will win, but even if they don't, this was a success for the next generations.
Watch this.